Hello, hello, hello. Good evening from the UK. Good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're watching me from. How are we all doing? In the UK, it's half term this week, so hi to the parents who are coping with all the children at home this week. It's lovely to be here. I'd like to say welcome to all those who've just joined us. Thank you for being a part of this group. It's an honor to have you here. I'd like to say, please let's engage a bit more. We'd like to hear your opinions. We'd like to hear your questions. We'd like you to engage a bit more. So welcome to the group. I did a live two Sundays ago, and I said I'd come on every Sunday to continue to do a live. Now I can't see who's here, so apologies if I don't respond to your comments. Let me just see if I can. Okay, right. I can see the comments. I can see the comment box now. Right. So I said I'll jump on. Who's here? I don't know who's here. Say hello if you're there. And please, if you watch the replay, just type hashtag replay, and let's know. Um, hey, sis, it's not a Sunday. Sunday yesterday was crazy. That's why I put on that I'd come on live today. Thank you for joining us. Right, so I said we will talk about teen self-esteem. May is National Teen Self-Esteem Month, and you will all agree with me that our teenagers go through this stage when they really struggle with their self-esteem. And being that teen that went through that struggle, I thought it's a really important topic to talk about. Sis, I'm repenting. No, praying chat, I'm repenting. I can see your comment. Hey, so we're here now. We're here now. So at hopefully some other people will join us, but I'll get started. I'll still get started. What is self-esteem? Self-esteem is what we think about or feel about ourselves. Oh, okay. We cannot share. Okay, sis, let me see if I can. Oh, it's a private group. I think that's why. I think that's why. I'll learn a bit more from you when this one's done, and we'll work on the settings. Okay, so self-esteem is what we think about ourselves. Okay, and it's an inside thing, but usually for most of us and even for our teenagers, it's affected by what's going on around us. So our teenagers go through these phases where they lack positive self-esteem, where they are fixated on their parents, where they're fixated on. I'm sure you've had those conversations of, oh, mom, I'd really like to buy those trainers. And you ask them, and they'll say, oh, it's only 150 pounds. And you're almost having a fit like, mom, it's on sale. That's because everybody's buying it. And they feel that, that they're missing out, they're incomplete when they don't have those things. So they're fixated on their social circle, they are fixated on their achievements and attainments, whether they are top in their group, in their team, or if they play a team game, or if it's the academic one, whether they're top in class. So they just go through this stage, and we just need to be aware that they're going through these things and be sensitive enough to support them as they go through it. Okay, right. What are the signs that a team has low self-esteem? Okay, they struggle with forming new friendships. So, for instance, if they move school, then there's a major problem. I mean, moving school is traumatic in itself, but a teen with poor self-esteem would, would struggle through school, through moving schools. They are usually susceptible to bullying because they find it hard to stand up for themselves. Since they have a negative view of themselves, when people put them down, they don't have that confidence to stand up for themselves and say, no, you can't treat me like that. Okay, so and they have a very negative idea of about their worth and value. They just are very negative when it comes to themselves. They feel that other people are better. Okay, and usually they would refer to themselves in a negative manner. They really have nothing positive. They look in the mirror and say, "Oh God, look at that zit. Oh no, look at my shoes. Oh, this thing doesn't fit." It's negative, 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 and usually they would act in ways like if you give them a compliment, they would deflect it straight away. Now, let's talk about that one. Even we as adults, even we as adults, we're so quick to deflect compliments. Like somebody says, "I really like your glasses." You just go, "Oh, it's like it's one of those cheap ones from Specsavers," and we deflect it. And these children, they pick these things from us. Good evening, Sister Ewa. Good evening, Wonu. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, and my sister praying child, my constant C. Okay, so we're talking about deflecting compliments. Somebody says, "I like your dress." You go, "Oh, is it my internet? Am I breaking up? Yes or no?" Oh, can you still hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Interestingly, I'm the only one at home, so the internet should be okay. Can I go on? Can you still hear me? Okay, let's see. Let's hope. Hopefully, I hope it will record. Anyway, so they can't take compliments. When you give them a compliment, they think that what you're saying is not true. They don't accept when they're wrong. They blame other people for their mistakes. So it's always somebody else's fault. I'm wondering, oh, someone can hear me clearly. Okay. I hope that the recording will be fine. Sister Ewa can hear me clearly. So when we see these things, when the teen can't cope with being wrong, or failure in any form. Let me tell you a story. Let me make you laugh. Those of you that went to school in Nigeria will understand this. I did very well in my O levels. Then we took the entrance exams, JAMB, and for the first time in my life, I actually failed an exam. Woo! I was like completely blown. I was floored. I said to my mom, I said, "Oh, I'm never going to take that exam again." She was like, "Okay, you just sit at home." So, failure in any form for the children that have low self-esteem is devastating, especially for those of them that are perfectionists. I'll talk a bit more about that later on. Hopefully, I won't talk too long. I'm a teacher. So they struggle with failure. So because they struggle with failure, they would refuse or avoid trying new things. Okay, they don't want to try anything new so that they won't fail. Okay, and they do a lot of comparisons. Like I said earlier on, they'll compare themselves with other people. Oh, see, so and so can do it better than me. And because they don't want to fail as well, they have a very low levels of motivation to just jump in and do things. There's a lot of anxiety and stress. Sometimes we see school refusals as well. They're refusing to go to school. They just cannot cope. Okay, so things that are normal levels of frustration for them is a big deal and they struggle. Now, a lot of teens with low self-esteem show up as being perfectionists. Now, I definitely can talk about this because I was there. Now, being perfect in the society we find ourselves in, being looking like you're on point, is often revered and is treated like a positive trait. Now, you'd agree with me that no one's perfect. We're all a work in progress. So these teenagers compare himself or herself unreliable, unfavorably, and unrealistically with others. Look at what our girls are doing. They're looking at all these top models. They're wanting to be like them. They're looking like at all this, they're looking at all the pop stars and thinking that's the ultimate, that's the way to be. So well, that because they feel that way, the sense of worth is attached to the outcomes. The sense of worth is attached to what's going on, what they achieve. Okay, and of course, they have impossibly high standards. And then when they fail, then it becomes, oh no, I'm really rubbish at this. Now, sometimes they will seek validation, they will seek approval. It's all or nothing. It's either I can do it or I can't do it. And there's lots and lots of, anxiety and defensiveness. How many times have you tried to, correct or support your teen, and they get really defensive, and they just don't want to hear you say anything out of place. They want everything to be fine. But then how can we help our children with low self-esteem, with all the perfectionism that is coming now? There's a lot of things that's going on in them because they're teenagers, okay? And we are here to be their support. We're here to be their the safe place. I always say we are the safe space they've got. I don't see. Oh, okay, I see. Um, I just got a message now. I'm going to see if I can close. I just got a message to close some of my applications. I'm quickly doing that and I'll jump right back. I see what Sister Funke was saying. Closing applications. I think that's what's causing the glitches. And I'll be right back. Technical. Okay, I think we should be fine now. I think we should be fine now. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay, right. All right, so how can we support our children? I've been live 30 minutes now. I didn't want to spend more than 15 minutes. Um, when they have made an effort, let's try and avoid expressing disapprove when it's not like top of the range. We can say, oh, you've done really well, and I'm saying the word and. Let's avoid using the word but. What when we use the word but in a sentence, it negates whatever it is we've said before. So when they've done something, say to them, "Oh, you've made an effort. I'm glad you've made an effort, and this is the next step." Let's avoid using the word but, okay? And don't overpraise the accomplishment. Just acknowledge the effort they've put in. Okay, so because if they've accomplished something and we make a big deal out of it, what they at the back of their mind they begin to think, oh, okay, I have to meet the standard all of the time. So let's think about them, and let's think about that, not overpraising the achievement, acknowledging the achievement, using the word and to show where they can do better, avoiding the word but. Okay, and assure them that even though they're imperfect, yes, thank you, sis. Avoid the word but. Use the word and. Use and when you're talking to your teenagers. Assure them that they are imperfect, and we all are, but they're worthy of love, they're worthy of belonging, and it's okay to make mistakes. And when we make mistakes ourselves, let's share with them so that they understand that, we are not perfect ourselves and we're all a work in progress. When we correct them, let's avoid using ridicule. Let's avoid using shame. Let's avoid using sarcasm. Like, you know, all the big size. And don't compare them with anybody else. Don't shame them. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. Let's avoid. They are already sensitive, they're already vulnerable. Let's watch our words. Okay. And that's about it. We're not comparing them. We're using the word and when we speak to them. We're careful in our choice of words. Okay. Let's recognize their achievements. Let's cheer them on, and let's say to them, we're all a work in progress. 15 minutes. I'm done. Great. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. Thank you for joining in. Have you got anything to say to me? Stephenke, I'm coming behind you, so I know Pastor will come round and say to me. So yeah, that's it for today. I'll add a few more things as we go along. The month of May is ended, but self-esteem is a topic that is very close to my heart. It's very, very close to my heart. Please, let's work on these things. Let's work on the things around us. Let's encourage them. We are all a work in progress. And yes, we're okay. We will get where we're going. Thanks for joining in. Please, if you watch the replay, just put hashtag replay. If you've got any questions, let me know. Let me know. I type it in the question box. I'll come back and answer your questions. Hi, Sister Lizzie. You'll be hashtag team replay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye.